Do you remember the first time that you cut yourself?
Mm. It hurt. And it was, I mean, I didn't even understand it when I was doing it. I saw some people at my school had done it. I saw someone on TV do it. And I thought, this is a way to deal with how you're feeling. Just, you know, other people are doing it, it's fine. I was 11.
You were 11 when you cut yourself for the first time. What did you feel from it?
It was a way of expressing my own shame of myself on my own body. I was matching the inside to the outside, and there were some times where my emotions were just so built up, I didn't know what to do, and the only way that I could get instant gratification was through an immediate release on myself.
Can you explain more about that period of your life?
The period of my life that I went through was really dark, and I became very depressed, and my only way of really coping with it was through my eating disorder. So I just stopped eating, and that was my way of coping with it.
Her depression would eventually lead to urges to cut herself.
I've suffered from cross addictions over the past few years. I was trying to control my eating disorder, trying to get help for it. And when I was taking care of those things, the urges to do that came up. Yeah. So for me, it was okay to do that because I wasn't throwing up anymore.
It was there she learned a shocking new diagnosis. Demi was bipolar.
I had no idea that I was even bipolar until I went into treatment. I was actually manic a lot of the times that I would take on workloads, and I would say, yes, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I was conquering the world, but then I would come crashing down, and I would be more depressed than ever. Today I'm learning how to cope with issues and cope with urges and things like that in healthy ways. Like, I've picked up knitting. Who would ever thought that, like, I knit on a Saturday night, like, watching TV? I totally do. I'm a knitter.
Lovato says it was the thought of her little sister Madison, the young star of Desperate Housewives, that got her through her darkest days of treatment.
I had to think of her all the time when it was really, really rough, but I just kept thinking, okay, set this example for your little sister. And even though it may be hard to, like, wake up in the morning, there were days where I just didn't want to get out of bed. And looking at a picture of my little sister on my little bulletin board was one of the main things that kept me going.